Did you start this trend? What's the hottest thing in wine this year? You're looking at it. Rosé all day, baby. What's up, everybody? It's Daniel from WinesByJennifer, and welcome back. Now, this is probably the most popular thing in the wine industry, in the wine markets right now today. And especially, it's summertime, the hot weather is about to hit for most of us. It's cold and it's refreshing and it's crisp and it's got the acidity, the good fruit flavors. It's easy to drink. They can be complex wines. They're not the most expensive thing out there, and they're really just a smashing hit. I'm going to talk a little bit about how they're made. So rosé has a couple different ways that they can be made, but most specifically and most often it's from a shortened maceration period. And what that is when they let the grape juice sit with the skins. So most red wines, believe it or not, the juice is actually white until it comes into contact with the grape skins. So for rosé, it's just a much shortened version of that, maybe even just a couple hours to like a day for some of the heavier ones. Now this one in the glass, you can tell it's a little bit it's kind of in between, you know. It's not as dark as some can be, but it isn't light. Some of them are just like barely rosé. It almost just looks like a white wine, just like a tiny little hint of pink. But you know, usually you can tell how heavy they're going to be. Obviously the darker rosé colors that are closer to like a Pinot Noir in color are going to be heavier. Now in the Midwest here, a lot of people associate rosé or blush wines with super sweet, overpoweringly sugary wines, and that's just not the case. You know, there's a lot of great dry rosés out there. That's the style that I prefer personally, and you know, you get a lot more flavor when it's not overpowered with sugar. This particular one is a South African rosé, and it's really tasty. It's got a little slight effervescence to it, and that's another thing that adds another level of complexity, is the little bit of bubble, especially when it's the champagne method, secondary fermentation in the bottle. They add a little bit of yeast and a little bit of sugar, and that just spices it up. And if you haven't tried a dry rosé, go out and check out the alcohol percentage on the back. Majority of the time, if the alcohol percentage for a white or rosé wine is above 10%, it's going to be on the drier side. Obviously, the higher the alcohol, the less residual sugar, in you know, unless they added sugar. But most of the time, if you're spending more than $10 a bottle, you should be good to go. Thank you guys. Have a great day.